The only weird thing about this draft is...
Oh my god, it's Malphite!
It's Malphite! All right, we got hard dive versus hard dive. It's all about the team fights.
Okay, Malphite?
Now the Shen needs to walk away. Slay needs to get out of there. Has already taunted out. The Kai'Sa now coming in. Doonby, is he going to just force the ult? I don't even think he needs to, but he's going to go in and take the kill anyway. That's mine.
But they're coming in on the loop, and Chris won't get there in time.
Good bit of vision. Immediately, the ultis are now coming out. They know the Kled's on the way, but not 100% sure. There he is. And Gimghoul now trying to escape. Still alive for now. Trying to buy a bit more time. He does get taken down. Kiaya going to grab one. The Nautilus may have just given him his life. Crips now has to walk out of this
coming.
TP burned. Ulti comes in as well. Chris slowly but surely getting cut down. Levi not going to take tower aggro. The D-mount comes in. Gragas on the way up, though. Might be able to just grab a kill. That's going to do it. The fear will not proc. The knockback is there. The remount. Kiaya will get out to safety.
Still a good play, though, for GAM. They're going to be getting so many of these minions into the turret, perhaps taking down some of these turret plates. But it is LWX who is kind of the big winner here, and they're trying to redive.
Bear trap on a rope. Pulls back. Bronze up the turret. Tien overstays and gets taken. Now
And the ADCs, too. Everyone besides the supports, really.
a lot of damage threats.
Top side, that was incredible.
But can GAM get more off this? Here comes Kiaya. There's only 2 under the tower.
On the way in, that's the charge. Doonby first in line to get knocked out, and it looks like he might just be able to get out. Flash burning down. One more under the tower. Will anyone drop from the side of GAM? Gimghoul doing his best to outplay, but there's simply too many members. Kled gets the reset on the tower aggro. He will grab the 1-for-1 in the end. 2-for-1 in the favor of GAM.
GAM winning out huge right there. They lost the tower, and they must force that play in the top side of the map. They get the kills, only trading one back, and the hope is that they can knock this down, but plates still do a lot, and here comes Crisp.
Tien buying a bit more time. Knocks the reaction into the tower, but he hasn't taken aggro.
Here's Crisp. He has ulti.
Crisp wants to get something done here. Zeros dashes right through. They'll try to use Tien out. 3-man saving his life. Tien, though, still, this is going terribly. GAM, oh no! Slay has to run. He has to flash. The hook still lands! That is disaster. A few more seconds. Tick, tick, boom, and he is out of there.
Not a very effective. Turret plates out, and does have already a 1,1600 spawn, and I think we are pretty much guaranteed to get a fight.
Oh,
GAM not
there
gonna
we
wanna give it
go.
up.
Fishing for the pick on the support. Instantly dies. LWX grabs that one.
I was just about to say, GAM coming into this fight with 3 stopwatches, have a lot of utility power, get their first items completed too, but when FPX find a pick, it should be easy pickings for them now. Levi, well, they're going for the 45.
They still want to force the play anyway. There's a TP coming in. They're demand disadvantage. They're trying to use the Heimer to set up. It's going to be a grenade bouncing across, only hitting 3. Zeros on the backside. The Renekton needs to get into the fight. He's moving in. LWX, all that gold. It's not going to matter. He gets shaken down. That's going to be massive now for GAM. They're turning the fight anyway. They're not concerned. They had the Shen ult. Slay is moving in. The dash forward. Crisp just now making out 60, but he misses a hook. He hooks the wall. Is he going to escape? A little bit of damage. It doesn't matter. Chris may not die, but the rest of the team surely will. Goes in. Kiaya, the D-mount. The barrel to force it out in the end.
Crisp is still alive.
Yeah, and FPX is pushing mid lane.
Spider
GAM
Knot?
is just chasing for this.
Oh, Spider Knot? Oh, man. Peter Parker, is that you?
He has no more mana. Does he have enough for 1 Q?
There's a tower there. Zeros, you can't do this.
My.
You can't do
No,
this.
he's so tilted. He's so tilted.
Can't be snuck. So even if GAM comes over here, they will have time to respond. So now there's not really going to be any cost to actually grabbing 2 bursts down. You almost have to force out a cooldown initially.
Here we
There you
go.
Never mind. Said they're going right onto the tank. That is absolutely not the target they wanted. They're still going to burn everything anyway. He's just going to hurt him right into the middle of the team. And now the rest of the team is running in. LWX going to have a field.
His health. That should be barren for FPX.
I mean, GAM without any ultimates, how do they contest this? They're
The
going down.
blast going over the wall. Kiaya, that was not the play that you wanted. Will not get enough time to remount maybe if he comes out. Pocket pistol could be enough. Won't get a chance. Shut down now from LWX. FPX should be able to shred through this Baron quite quickly. They have the Rage Blade on the Kai'Sa.
Levi is alive, but no flash, no ultimate to get into the pit. They're just going to try to walk it in. Good block from Zen.
Fantastic block. Chris getting lower, Tien getting lower. Maybe they can stop this from happening. Now has to retreat here. The rest of the team pulling out. Zeros running away, but LWX just gets to walk through the entire team. Zen gonna get the setup. The Gragas grabs the kill. That's gonna be 2. And now Zeros has to run for the hill. Slay going toe-to-toe, finding advantages. But for now, it's a massive lead. Once again, though, they're gonna try to find the engage on the Chris. He will get pulled back. GP off to the side, fishing for that big barrel. Gonna go for anything else. But now the entire team fight is split. Slay walking forward. Can they get anything else? LWX uncontested on the backside, doing so much damage.
He's coming.
Doonby on the side.
Get it.
Oh!
That's going to be a 3-man knockup. It's everything you want. An unstoppable force, a perfect ability for a team this dominant. They just run right into the pit. They might even, I'm going to turn for Zen. They just set their sights on the Baron.
Yeah, straight into the Baron pit. This one should be theirs. Easy peasy. GAM, as you said, only one way to win the game, and it didn't work out here. Not finding the targets they need because FPX is not presenting them. It's always a tank in the front line to absorb that initiation. And when LWX is free and when Doonby gets a flank like that, you have no chance.
Oh man, FunPlus, they're just luring them in. Look,
Zone flash. Now FPX are starting to push into the mid lane. They're looking to break open the base. It should be an easy task for them. Gam, can they make the hold?
LWX even has the Zhonya's plus stopwatch here. They're going full power inside of the base. You can never kill this guy. And with 5 members strong, they just run and break straight through that inhibitor.
And this much armor on Doinb, he can just turret tank forever. They're going in.
Going in, he doesn't even care who he hits. One man. A fine target there for the Unstoppable Force. Doinb focusing instead on clearing out the towers. The only source of magic damage. The only thing that he is concerned about in these fights is the Heimerdinger. No one else can hurt him.
Zero's coming back. He's on the red buff. There comes the teleport for FPX. They're not slowing down.
They're trying to start the fight. They're using the ultimates left and right. Can they get anything done? But it looks like nothing is having an effect. The Gargoyles don't play. Doinb just making sure that nobody will go down. The Kai'Sa untouched. Only has to use both Zhonyas to survive, but that's all it's going to take. Zero's pulled out of his own fountain and knocked into the ground. That's the double kill for FPX. It'll be the game, and it is a show of force from the LPL first seed.
Third straight win now for FPX in the group. Defensive ability to kind of sit back, and this is one of Humanoid's champions that he's really well known for.
And you talk about late game scaling insurance, the Cassiopeia is definitely at level 2, can instantly look for plays around the top side of the map.
And Bear Trap on a rope will connect, so a small but positive trade. Clutch is going to continue walking forward.
He's got Conqueror.
He's just going to keep walking him down.
He's going to come back up.
He's going to go to grab him again. Vizicsacsi flashing.
Oh!
Just barely missing the flash. That might cost him his life. Kled now. Pocket Pistol takes him away. Conqueror's still taxed. He's still healing up to a certain degree. Trying to step forward. The barrel hits first.
All that favorable for Splyce, but they do have the heal advantage.
And we look at it. Koala still has Ignite. Norscaren's only alive because Koala did not push Ignite in that play, but maybe they're trying to just lock him down. Hana. Rest coming through. TP onto the bottom side. The Alistar just going to knock him back. A good headbutt to pull away. Lil V going to look to set up it up. Koala will.
Dragon and J-Team really have no ability to even try to actually contest it.
I mean, this is where Splyce are completely...
To the top side of the map, the ward comes down. He'll spot the Gragas out, but that is one very fast fat man running in. Are they going to fish for the play? The Kled all going to try to use to escape, but you walk right into Xerxes, and Humanoid's here too. A second clutch TP from Humanoid, and it looks like that's just going to be it for Rest.
That's just a great teleport and a nice setup again here from Splyce. Being able to use this Cassio for early proactive plays is not something you often can do.
Now the question is, can J-Team stop
They
this? They're going on!
A lot of damage. They're just trying to knock Humanoid out, the flash out to safety, but it will not be enough. That is the shutdown.
All the way down the river too, just to be able to trade for this tower down bottom side. But I really like the response here from Splyce to drop the Herald down mid lane. When we look forward in towards these team fights is that Splyce, they don't necessarily have to hard force with their spells that do engage. You have the Gragas barrel, you have hooks. You don't necessarily have to throw your body into the... When you're playing Gragas, you're not actually using the barrel to engage, but rather disengage. Now TP behind.
Here comes the TP. Kabe not going to be able to walk back to the Lantern, but the Kled will not find an ult. Xerxes caught in the middle of the entire team. He's going to grab it there perfectly right as it's about to time out, but now they have to flash, they have to retreat. But they're locked up in the Cataclysm. Fofo going to be allowed to free fire the feathers. They're going to be pulled back, and Norscaren going to go down. Still has the cooldown. Can still pull them back. The knockup is there. Vizicsacsi slowly but surely moving towards the Gnar, but he might not have time. Damage is coming in.
He's coming back up.
There it is. 2 into the wall, and Vizicsacsi sends a message to J-Team. They want to continue the fight. The feathers are pulled back. Humanoid's in trouble. The Kled goes in, and he goes right back out. J-Team still alive in the fight. On the retreat now. Vizicsacsi can't chase down. Still Mega. Mini will come out, but a very even fight, all things considered.
Really close fight. It could have been so much better for J-Team, but they lost track of Chachi going Mega there. They had all their eyes on Humanoid, who was getting very low and wanted to try to pile in.
Vizicsacsi as well. And this top lane tier 1 will not be a worthwhile trade for the bottom
side
tier.
lanes. We talk all the time about how Splyce do get picked like that in the mid game, but this time Splyce much more coherent on that call. Decide, let's just split the map right down the middle. We'll trade for that second tier bot lane tower, pick up a Drake on top of it, and just lose that top.
Get knocked down, especially when you're playing top side of the map like Humanoid, because they're not even far away from that barrier.
It is Vizicsacsi, Meganar on the way. Tries to use the Randuins to slow down the opposition. J-Team eventually will be forced to back off. Cannot risk getting all in on, but still going to go in for the fight there. Norscaren caught out in the Cataclysm, is forced to flash to safety, misses the follow-up hook, and now suddenly it's Vizicsacsi in the midst of the entire team. Rage Bar slowly but surely stacking up. Meganar could be a problem now for J-Team. Have they tried to start a fight that they cannot win? That's one knock to the wall, but the feathers pull back. Vizicsacsi will get taken down, and Fofo does not drop on the side of the fight. J-Team for now are in the lead. It's Alistar manages to make it out to safety. Goes over, trying to get a little bit more. The dismount comes in. Humanoid, there does so much damage. They have to be careful. That's going to be the Petrifying Gaze. You're looking for one more, but it might not be enough. Little V Needs to get more damage down in the fight. 2 have dropped. Splyce are turning the fight. A good flash from Fofo, but Splyce will find it in the end.
And on the side of that fight, Norscaron had a sick play to pull Hana out of his flag and drag that would have got him on top of Humanoid and perhaps allowed them to get that kill. They are on the Baron here. Koala is low, but they know it's going down.
Burning faster and faster. Fofo walks up to the pit, but it will not matter. Be a threat. Humanoid's so far ahead now. Quite easy for Cassio to solo this Drake, and J-Team are
to the top side. I would like them to just kind of push in multiple waves, but they're actually looking for a dive here on a Fofo.
Ult available, but I don't think he's going to get a chance to use it. Is now using it, but it might be too little too late. The Kled now coming in. Fofo goes down. The Kled's stuck in this fight. He can't get out even if he wants to. The hook lands from Norscare, and he's going to have to retreat. He's going to get demounted here, but the pocket pistol will take him to safety.
And now Splyce, they've got the Baron buff, they got everything they needed. Another wave comes on through, and with Fofo down, that's so much of J-Team's damage completely void. You have Kobbe split pushing in mid lane as well. So Splyce, in a situation where it looked like this Baron wasn't going to amount to much, have now cracked open everything besides those inhibitor towers.
And I think they can get the inhibitor towers here also. Fofo's still dead for a good 15 more seconds. Kobbe is already dealing damage to this one. Humanoid on the other side too.
But pulverized, they can't fully commit. They don't really have any follow-up damage here. Little V not able to move into the mid lane, and Fofo is currently dead. They have time. They have the minions. They should be able to break the base. J-Team, what can they do to respond? Just forced off of this tower. There's so much damage that they can't leap face first into a Cassio.
And Splyce now, they've got the Gragas cask up as well, so they can push J-Team away from this tower. They can take yet another tower if they want to use that spell. Hook barely doesn't connect, but this another structure is falling down. J-Team can't do anything.
Mega Gnar slowly but surely starting to stack. He has a minion wave there to beat him. If he wants to double jump, he can fish for it. Vizicsacsi just going to bounce right in. Lands it on 2, and Splyce now trying to clean up the fight, desperate to get something back. But both the carries know. One going down. Fofo is dead. It's all eyes on Little V, but it's just not going to be enough. Desire the pull through the feathers. He cannot do it in the end. A heartbreaker for Little V and a triple kill for Humanoid.
A great initiation from Xerxes, and even better Gnar from Vizicsacsi, jumping straight into the base and getting another one for Splyce.
A dominant finish to the game from Splyce. From start to finish, it was a clean game. A few trades back and forth, but Splyce will tie themselves up with J-Team 2-2, and Splyce are looking to get out of this group.
And on the elimination day,
Can definitely struggle up against the Volibear, who also has really good early game all-ins, thanks to the passive and the bite. Next to a Tristana, this is a bot lane 2v2.
maybe you can get in and try to make something happen on Fofo.
And that looks like this is exactly what it's going to be. Ask and you shall receive, Azael. Goodbye to the Azir. And first thing done. You have to wonder if he had a bit more confidence to push in for that mid gank.
They're going to go for this.
Happened. Rest, level 6. I don't think he wants to dash back into that Renekton. Very bold play. They're going to try to burn him down, but he's just going to try to finish the kill. He's going to grab one. You can't go in.
Now they can dive top lane. No ulti.
They want revenge. They've got the burst now to potentially finish off the Renekton. He dashes in the wave, gets all of his health back. There's no wave there anymore. They have to try to finish this one off, but still the Renekton is massive. The Hexagon comes in, and this one's going to turn against them. The Renekton's still alive. Why are they doing this? Rest is outplaying every moment. And it felt like Levi had outplayed Hana in the early game. Was able to track here, so see the flash out. Might commit to the play anyway. Beautiful cast comes in from Hana, and right there, Kiaya is going to go down, donating the kill over to Fofo.
There between jungle, mid lane, and support. Now Zeros on the roam down. Koala has flash, though.
Koala, I think, needs to flash out of this one. The Ignite now comes down. Koala looks like he's just willing to give up his life in this one. Does not want to use any other resources in the trade.
It's that window right there where Levi had finished his jungle item. Now Hana just got him himself. Now it's 3 members in the top lane. Can they do it?
Outside, third time's the charm. 3 members is the charm. There's no way Renekton makes it out of this one. The Fury can't be enough. That's the shutdown. Gonna go right
in and out of the fog board, but every time you come out, there's a W stun ready for Renekton.
Flips him back though. The Alistar Trouble already burned the ultimate too. He's gonna feel dumb after that one. Now has to walk out of it, but they're not gonna be able to finish the kill. Kiaya, and now it's Slay caught in the middle of the team. Just one very sad, lonely bear knocked out of the fight in these fights to come out on top.
They really do, but that being said, see if Kiaya can get out of this one.
That's a lot of CC. A good sidestep. Questionable body slam there. Now they might just look to turn. The TPs are coming in. The fight is raging back and forth, and they push the Akali back under. Zeros is desperately trying to escape. Levi trying to save the net. Zeros is still alive. Zeros has managed to make it out. No, the Renekton on the backside. Fofo grabbing yet another the headbutt pulverize. That's about all he can do, though.
I thought you were going to say the defensive capabilities as he was running away.
I was ready for that. Right. Gam just want to keep finding these isolated, smaller skirmishes or pick tools because, remember, they do still have a lot of damage. They're lacking in frontline. They're lacking in reliable engage. That's why we think team fighting is a little bit more difficult for them. But if they find fights around, you know, a strong Kiaya plus Levi, Zeros 2, once he finishes off that Gunblade, should be a whole lot more powerful.
Triggering Shuffle, goes in, pushes him right out of the Shroud. There's no chance for the Akali escape. She's going to have to burn everything if she wants to get out. Zeros will go down to extend their lead. They've already got double Drakes, 6 kills to 4. 1 tower to 1, looking to make it a second one, but still giving Zeros enough respect. Not really risking anything, and I think it makes sense. When you look at the scaling, it feels pretty easy for them to move later into the game. Zeros, though, a lot more confident than 1v1. The ult is still up. I feel like he should slow play this one, but is going to dash in anyway. The rest of the team is now here. The Volibear now going in. It is one scary bear using the ultimate, trying to finish this kill off. They dash in, but Rest is still alive. He gets the stun. He's still able to make it out of this one. They want to kill him so bad. Levi will get it, and that's the Rampage, but the Alistar goes down, trying to protect him.
Here comes Little B!
Comes in. Levi goes golden. It's a brief break before the fight continues now. The cask is knocked it back. The Volibear gets taken down. A messy fight.
At the end, they should be able to pick up this tower.
Fofo, easy for him to knock that one down. And gentlemen, there is good news. Levi has gotten more money. This is a bit ambitious. He's just going to push him right into the Gragas. That is not the play that they were looking for, but Kiaya still alive. Not on the way in. The heal has come out. Now they're trying to chase the target down. Volibear is here as well. Hex Flash over the wall. Going in, wants to finish the kill. Knocks the Gragas back. That's going to be one. Tristana has the reset. She needs to make it out to safety, but she gets knocked back under the tower. Leaps in instead. He sets his sight on Fofo, but no, Fofo gets it. The shield from the shifting sands barely keeping him alive.
Wow, Levi has a lot of kills, a lot of gold. He's actually building 3 different items over the years to just kind of play this calm, slow, side lane style game. They overwhelmed their opponent on Lilvi over Xin, and that is just enormous.
Hex Flash Bear, they're going to go in, they kick him back, they knock, he can't do anything. That's the death brush. Gam still able to find the kill. Gragas fishing for the disengage. The rest of the team on the way in, but he's going to get taken down, and the Bear has finally found purpose in the game, and it is to absolutely eat this Gragas. JT don't have an incentive to step forward. Zeros versus Rest on the bottom side of the map, but now the Renekton's in the pit. He's on the backside. He's going to dash right back out. It's slow and it's steady, but members are going to start to respawn. Fofo getting closer and closer. TP up and available. Can move into the fight.
flank.
3K getting lower and lower. Eyes on the Baron. They're going to leap in anyway. Xin goes in, but the Alistar goes in. The follow-up is there, and Rest is taking out the AD. Fofo pushes them all back into the pit. He says, you want it. You got it. It's a clean sweep coming out from the side of J-Team. They have just murdered Gam's dreams.
They got the clean ace. They got to finish it.
Gam just kept looking when to find the turn, when they could actually make that play happen, but they don't have the engage tools. It's so hard.
The damage from just the Baron fight, but the patience was fantastic from the side of J-Team. They only committed to the pit when they saw the Baron was actually potentially going to drop.
I mean, you guys were making fun of Volibear's scaling. He can do this as much as late game Tristana. I mean, it seems really good to me.
Don't do him like that. That's...
I mean, they have to recall. Tristana's still mid lane, Ryze is top lane. They're just going for the base right now.
They're just going to end the game. This is a perfect setup for Azir. The sieging, it's going to be easy for him to continue to poke down. Maybe one final fight for the side of Gam. J-Team running out of minions, a wave behind them.
Again, though, how do Gam force the fight? Like, they got a Realm Warp, maybe put the Volibear in the back line. This is what we've been waiting for.
Time for an 80 damage Volibear to make his name in the competitive scene. Okay, Slade does not have that cooldown, and they are just slowly getting chipped away.
You gotta do something.
It's the last chance for the Gigabyte Marines. They have to find a fight now. The Gragas has pushed them away from the base. The Renekton clearing the waves in the meantime, but no one wants to go in. The Gragas cooldown being down does give Gam a slight advantage in the fight to come. Still going up against a monumental gold lead and a Baron buff, and BM from Rest. Remember, Gam go out here if they lose. Everything is on the line in this final fight. Continue in. Volibear fishing.
He's still doing it!
Scared. They're just BMing. They're just pulling him back with the Renekton. Just gonna cut down. No, he cuts through the Volibear instantly, and they're setting their sights instead of the Nexus. They don't care about the kills. They want the win. They want their way out of groups. J-Team are going to knock Gam out of the tournament.
There are actually already 2 champions that it could be, but in this case, we're pretty sure it would be the Galio going mid.
Could be Nautilus.
It definitely could.
React.
Yeah, one of the nice things about Lee Sin is his ability to do dragons pretty much solo as soon as he's level 5, so you should just let the wave push into him.
And this is more what FPX is used to doing, leaving Gimgoon on island.
Flash away, but the flash chase is there. The Chomp coming down. Gimgoon is down. First blood to Splyce.
To do here, and it is just a second Ocean Drake, so Splyce decide to keep up their lanes, and that's not too different from the way Splyce has been able to play early games. But the weakness of Splyce has been the mid game, which is what's going to be put to the test here. They have
this team fighting comp that can work for them as the game progresses. We talked about Tian as their bridge, where here comes the fight in the bottom lane. Grand entrance
Here's
used, they're trying to
Hourglass.
take down Crisp. Here comes the Heroes entrance, the Hourglass has already been popped. Kobe fighting down towards the bottom side, takes down Crisp, goes Golden himself. Doing B is low, Tian is in the middle of the door. The jump in with the killer instinct. Now LWX is called out by Xerxes and Norscaven, and the Fangs will sink in. No way out for LWX. Xerxes takes the kill, and underneath the tower, Humanoid and Vizichachi. 19 minutes on the clock, the Infernal goes over to Splyce. They have a 4,000 gold lead or thereabouts. I do want to remind everyone, last time these two teams played, Splyce were in the advantage. Splyce were in the lead until they made a bad Baron call and FPX fought back because of it. It's not all done.
Do the same maneuver, which is hard push one of their side lanes. You can see Humanoid doing it right now, or look for
Got
a
him.
re-engage.
Quickness comes out. You say they got him. He goes golden, but that stopwatch is not going to stop his death. Xerxes takes down Doing B. Tian is still looking for the flank here as Splyce will push for the mid lane tower, and they will get it.
And it's keeping the pressure up, knowing that those cooldowns aren't available.
This has been such a good start to the day for Splyce. They look clean against J-Team. They look cleaner against FPX, and they're going for more.
Tian lands the kick on Xerxes. Dredgeline, Humanoid still down towards that bottom lane, pushing in. Cannon Barrage comes out. FPX not going to be able to push forward, and the Baron has reset. Doinby actually knocked up there by the Baron, so FPX are going to turn back towards it. Gimgoon's gone away, but Splyce now looking for the fight. Humanoid waiting, seeing if he can TP in. Gimgoon's on the back of
That's not what Splyce did at all. Splyce played this very smartly. They knew they could always come back to the Infernal Drake later, and they also knew
Now
that
walks over it, but it wasn't spotted out. Cobby. Depth charge lands. Norscaven hooked up, trying to get away, but Tian is there. Tian, though, goes
Damage.
golden underneath the tower. Chris going low, tanks up a tower shot.
side lane. Look at that now, 280 CS, well above the average of the game.
It's about getting priority, but someone's caught out.
Chachi kicked out. Hero's entrance coming down, but Norscaven's on the way with the quickness. Gargoyle Stoneplate has been used.
So
Chachi
tanky.
going low. He's already almost fallen here. It doesn't matter how tanky you are, because he has been shut down. Now Splyce all grouped up. Humanoid jumping onto the back line. Chris almost goes down. Doinby on the front line. He will fall first. There's another kill, but it's Humanoid who's fallen. 2 for 2 so far. Xerxes and Cobby still on the chase. Gimgoon trying to get away. Xerxes! Roar, he says! 6 in the fangs! Takes the double kill!
Time bot lets Humanoid full channel his teleport and wreak some havoc on the back line.
It's the perfect champion for Chachi, a guy who has some of the highest isolated deaths in the domestic season for LEC. If you catch him out rotation, which is going to happen, he doesn't instantly die. They have now band-aided with this pick of the Cho'Gath to mean that FPX invested so much time in trying to kill him that the rest of Splyce destroyed.
Push in this mid lane tower. It's still alive, but the Baron buff is helping Splyce quite a lot. Humanoid's down in the bottom lane. Doinby going in. Featherstorm used. Flash away from Cobby, and Doinby is in no shape to survive. Another kill comes down.
This could be game.
Chachi eats up with the feast. Tian tries to jump in. He'll take down Cobby, but LWX is low. He's fallen, and Humanoid has yet to join the fight. Tian trying to get away. LWX and Norscaven on the chase. The knock-up, the double. Splyce once again win the fight.
These are long death timers, and minion waves are in position. It is just one GP trying to defend the turret. At most, this is FPX losing 2 inhibitors.
Yeah, it's exactly
At
that.
least, rather.
It's the fact that the waves are both there, so even though the Gangplank ultimate comes down, he can only save 1. Xerxes has prepared this earlier up onto the top side. There's 2.
This could be over.
It could be over. Mid lane inhib is going to fall. Top lane will follow shortly after. I feel like Splyce will accept this for now. Further in the lead.
Splyce won't try to end the game here. We live to fight another day. Just hold the line, or you find your single window to go
That's
in.
it.
Norscaven goes in, the charm connects, and one is already down. Norscaven force as well. The hero's entrance now from FPX. Last chance saloon, last defense perhaps. 2 for 1 in favor of FPX so far. Xerxes actually coming back out of the GA, but he will fall. Cobby forced away, Chachi forced away as well. FPX still very healthy. Chris gets rooted up with the Blade Caller, but it's not quite enough. WX now pushing forward. Doinby trying to jump onto the backline, but the Featherstorm still comes out. Cobby manages to land the root. Can he take down WX? Not quite, but WX will fall. Humanoid goes golden on the backline, looking for the re-engage. Can't quite find it. Doinby is so low. The Rupture connects, and here is the chase. Double kill for Chachi, and now Splyce are focused on the base. The Nexus Tower is their target, but instead they'll go for Chris.
Splyce have so many minions coming through, and it's just Gimgoon, and Chachi is just an assassin with these ruptures.
Humanoid takes the kill. Chachi landing rupture after rupture. Gimgoon steps into it, uses the oranges, goes gold, and Chachi maybe gonna fall here as Tian can chase him out.
Another
Chachi's
one!
still able to flash away. Lands the rupture. Humanoid surviving. Humanoid goes back in, trying to take down Tian, but he can't quite get the damage out. Doesn't have the perfect execution.
They want to end. Chachi can teleport back in.
He can, but the respawns.
And take the win.
It was 1,696 days from the first time Chachi played on the stage to when he first qualified for Worlds. Here, he stepped up. He has been the main man for them this game. He lands the 3-man rupture, and now the push comes in. Norscarin with the double charm, going to be on the front line, but Kobe opening up. Tian's going to kick him away, but already that's a shut down on LWX, and you have to feel the next one should be the target. Splyce have done it. 2-0 on the day. They locked themselves a tiebreaker at least for quarterfinals.
And they dodge engages with Xayah. You just can't do that with Jinx. If the other team does it right, they just kill you.
And with a final pickup of a Jace here for GAM, our junglers have truly split this map.
Big wave pushing in.
Yeah, he doesn't have Water Blade down bottom, so the game could be tough. Now we see TP bot.
Yeah, Norscarin lands a triple flay. Damage going down onto Slay, but already he's able to get out from the tower range. Heal coming out. Humanoid joining the team. Xin has burnt his flash. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Xerxes killed Zeros, so it is a cross-map play, but Xerxes will fall underneath that top lane tower.
And yes, the kill goes over. That will help Kiana, but that hurts Vizicsacsi because he burned flash and didn't get the kill gold. Not to mention, Kiaya is getting free time in the mid lane as Jace since the teleport didn't save Splyce. Another TP.
Oh, an incredible stop there. The Chompers came down. Kobe will die, but
Yeah, so much cross-mapping going on as a fight is happening in mid.
Humanoid's going to land the root. Here comes Xerxes trying to jump in onto Kiaya, but the chase is on. Levi can't quite land the Sonic Wave, but the flash forward, and Kiaya shuts down
They
Humanoid.
rotated it for the dive top lane. It's Slay and Levi both here. Chachi is in serious trouble. No flash, no ult, no chance.
Yeah, trying to get out of this one, but you can just see how easy it is to juggle the
Experience and power has been funneled into. The thing about the Mountain Drake is it's not going to give you the free stats
They
like
really should have destroyed in the gauntlet. It took them 5 long games, so maybe we're seeing a little bit of overconfidence from them at the start of this game.
And you would see why. They just beat FPX. That's the Titan that they took down. Vizicsacsi going in.
Zeros diving under the tower, takes one turret shot. It's not going to be enough, and now Chachi with the cannon barrage is just going to get locked out. Almost kills Levi!
very
Levi.
deep reach around gank.
Vincent,
go right
repeat.
to the turret.
Just do it over and over again. That's all you need to do. Levi jumps in. The kick connects. Chachi tries to flash away, but he's dead. Levi's on a killing spree. 3-1-3. No Levi's here. The Rift Herald comes down. Chachi backs away.
They can
And
dive
Splyce
bot.
decide they want to make a play on the other side of the map. The play is going to land on Slay. Knocked into the wall with the Keanu ultimate. The hook tilt still connects, but look at how little damage they have. Xerxes falls. Slay will go down, and now the teleport comes in to join this fight in the bottom lane. Xin trying to get away. He's on a blast cone. He will escape. The round one comes in with the chase. Humanoid and Norscarin on their way, but they've left Kobe all by himself. Kiaya tries to take him out, slams down the hammer, and will get him with an auto. And now it's on Humanoid to try and get the damage down. The cannon barrage coming in is a double for Humanoid.
But look at Chachi!
Now pushing in the top lane. Zeros delivers Chachi to him, and Chachi dies once more under the tower. And with the Rift Herald pushing in, this should be 2 turrets for GAM.
This game is exploding right now. So many fights all across the map. And again, it looks like GAM has the slight edge. That's 2 turrets they're able to take in the top side. That's yet another kill they're able to get onto their Fiora.
Kiaya, who's up towards the top side, no blast cone for Norscarin to get in that fight, and the Inferno will just fall. GAM secure it. The dive. Kiaya is stunned up, but Chachi was already tanking the tower, and the teleport's coming in behind them. It's Zeros to join the party, and this is not a fight that Splyce would want. Zeros opens up on Xerxes. Chachi tries to run back towards the tower, but he's running to his death. Zeros and Kiaya will take him out, and Splyce fall apart in the top lane.
And
The game, Zeros still only at 8.2. Humanoid will get this tower gold for himself as well. It's still a 4,000 gold lead for GAM.
Splyce's map control looks
Well,
like...
it's gone. It's gone.
It's,
Even with the cannon barrage.
Yep.
Yep. That has fallen.
Vision is just trying to get resets.
I think they just Xerxes coming in, Kiaya pushing in the top lane, Norscarin there as well. Here comes Kobe, 5,000 HP left on the bound. The hook's going to connect, and here comes the TP. Levi's going to have to jump out the back of the pit because the supreme display of talent lands the stun. Xin down, now they're looking for Levi. He will fall as well, and the Baron is there. Splyce take it with open arms. Humanoid chasing onto Kiaya, who tries to get away, but the zap connects. The Rune Prison comes down. And
2-0 against FPX. Lose off of a bad Baron. Are the beneficiaries of GAM not doing that Baron right?
Xerxes and Humanoid trying to keep Zeros interested. The hook doesn't connect here from Norscarin. He's going to put the lantern back, and then the play will land. Zeros trying to get the ult off onto Norscarin, but he is shut down. Norscarin ticking away.
And we're to wait the winner of Game 6 to see who can get first.
They're pushing in mid right now. 1.5 minutes left on this. Very disappointing in the first 3 games in their group. Now to be on the brink of 3-0, on the brink of
National tournament, surrounded by guys like Chachi and Xerxes, who have tried for so long to make it.
Physical damage team. And Splice have a minute left on this Baron, but they're going to pick him.
No Zhonya's yet, and there's the shutdown. That's a great pick by
Way better spot 8 minutes ago. Now I think Splice is definitely favored, but it's not over.
on the Baron, 2 minutes on Infernal Dragon. Don't want to give 3 Infernals to Gam either. Here goes Zeros jumping in with the ult, with the Lances there for Chachi if he wants it. The play coming out, the riposte used by Zeros. Chachi gets the Starax, and there's the GA popped. Now Slay has tried to join this fight, but it's 4 members versus 1 in favor of Splice. Humanoid kills Zeros. Slay now not in the best of shapes as Humanoid is looking to rattle off. There's the Cannon Barrage. Zin has to run away, and Splice find 2 quick
In a
kills.
5v3. Splice just needs to push them back to
They're
base.
just going
Kabe!
trying to take him out before he can do anything, but the Supreme Slayer talent is there, and Kiaya jumps into his demise. Levi tried to find the path, but Humanoid chases him down. Levi goes into the GA, but there are no Guardian Angels for him to save today. Double kill to Kobe.
Baron take a commanding lead.
30 minutes in, Splice take their second Baron for Splice. Big buff from it, but Gam do have 2 in their back pocket, and now they're looking for this.
Mid lane tower, but he just needs to protect Kabe with that lantern.
Humanoid is just going to push. And it'll be
Cannon
interesting
barrage.
to see. The Cannon Barrage just clears the way. So Gam can't respond to him. And at this point, Splice just needs to stop recalls. With that much AP, the Rise autos kill the turret so quickly.
Teleport used to the mid lane here, so one player from Gam at least will get out. Zin actually stopping his recall. Supreme display of talent used. Kiaya stunned up, locked down, and that's the first kill for Splice. Humanoid fighting Zemas. He wins
just
the
killed him.
1v1. You cannot step on the snake, Gam. They will just
over.
shut you down. Splice take 3, and as you say, Jack, it is all but done. Humanoid pushing in the Nexus. Splice chasing Gam across the map, and this should be it.
And no one would have ever said that it would have been Splice to get out of groups. It was all about G2, it was all about Fnatic. But with this win, Splice have guaranteed they will go to knockout stage.
Splice are 3-0 on the day. They will not be stymied. They will not be stopped. They are going to Madrid.
E, her ability to repel up there, and that's typically what you see from this composition. This is about Doinby having access to that.
But there's not much J-Team can do. They could potentially teleport the Ornn down if they wanted to try and stop this, but look at how much denial there already is on this bot lane.
Ana is on his way, has the Predator. You can see Koala's taking just a little bit of damage. Tian's going to try and get away, but the flash comes in, the repel is up. Can Tian get out of this one? Chris flashes forward for the Devourer. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Ornn is beating out Gimgoon in the 1v1. Hana locked up with his Cocoon down towards the bottom side. First blood comes out. Done easily. Not going to be spotted out by J-Team at all. And early doors, FPX have total control of this game. Leads in the bottom lane, even in mid, even in top. And with a strong early jungle here from Tian on the Elise.
Yeah, ends up. Here he is, just pushing through. Fofo showed in mid. Tien then went into the triangle brush.
And Crisp and LWX are pushing
seen
this
this
in very
before.
well. We have Hana on his way, trying to protect the tower. We're not really going to be able to get too much more out of it. Hook looking for it, but already Lil V's dead. I did not expect him to die that quickly. Crisp takes the kill. Koala follows. Doinby joins from the mid lane with the Realm Warp, but really J-Team can do nothing about this. The pushback with the Emperor's Divide will keep Fofo alive just for the moment, but the Tahm Kench is on the chase and Doinby is looking for it as well. Make sure they could push the lane out so they couldn't have a quick rotation. Hana coming in here, good explosive cast. LWX able to dodge away from it, but he gets the Streamer shuffle, and Koala's already killed LWX.
Exactly.
I mean, but they might even just take the whole tower here.
They have
That's another
such a
way.
lead already.
Yeah, that's
like
the thing.
they could have done this regardless of
Yes.
whether or not they went for the river.
I totally agree with you there, Jack. An unforced error by FunPlus Phoenix, but they're so far ahead that perhaps it won't matter in the state of the game. 4,000, just their style generally, is what China has always been known for. Dodge away there by LWX towards the bottom lane, and this is going to be the second Cloud Drake as well for FunPlus Phoenix, so they might get, well, they'll probably get the tower and get the Drake at the same time without really sacrificing too much.
Yeah, this will be 10 plates just between mid and bot lane. Top lane still completely full, so probably not going to get more than that, but just really extending their lead. But
Again, perhaps an unforced error. Tian's just overstepped now. The teleport's coming in, but perhaps that's a little bit too late because all 5 members of J-Team are here. Chris stepping forward. Gimgoon pops the dominance. The Realm Warp coming in as well. And look at the damage from the Renekton on the back line. Here comes Doinby. LWX outside. Lil V able to dodge away. Hana is the first to fall. Doinby rattling out the spells as now Fofo's forced down towards the bottom side of the fight. He uses the Emperor's Divide, but all he does is push FPX across the wall. And now Koala's going to try and dodge away. Doinby looking for the damage. Can't quite land it. The hook connects onto Chris, but then he dives in. He goes golden. Doinby takes the kill onto Koala.
Yeah, and all 5 of J-Team are there, and because Doinby, Gimgoon, and LWX have such giant packs of gold, they win.
Phoenix 3-0 so far. 7-2 on the scoreboard and an 8,000 gold
But
lead.
it will be very interesting if we get there.
Definitely will. J-Team trying to try and stop it right now as Hana jumps in onto Tian, but Tian does still have the repel, I believe, and can go towards the blast.
Oh, he wasn't close enough.
But here comes the TP. Gimgoon's going to flash in. Straight into the middle floor, and Koala is just deleted. And here comes the Ornhorn. Rest trying to do what he can, but Doinby is on the back line now. Hana is shut down. Oh, sorry, that's Gimgoon going down, but Hana will fall as well. J-Team trying to flash out of the back of the pit, but Tian is there waiting with open arms. Rest trying to run away, dodges away from the Cocoon. The Tarm Kench Abyss of Voyage is going to chase them in, and that's another kill to Tian. FPX are cleaning this one up. All 5 of J-Team.
That the only way J-Team get back into this game is through a Baron steal, and frankly, FPX don't really need it to win the game. A team in a different situation might take a lot more damage. I think they just burn through it.
Makes sense. Here comes the Realm War behind them. Hana trying to get onto that front line, but already he is down. Doinby going in for Koala, gets stunned up with the Phantom Undertow, but now FPX will turn their attentions towards that back.
Yeah, that'll probably do it. They got rid of the J-Team Control Word, they got rid of the J-Team Smite. It is technically possible to steal it with something, but as long as Tien has his executes down, he can take it. Not to mention, they don't need everyone. We know Gimgoon and Doinby can just fight the rest of them.
Yeah, right now, that's exactly what they're doing. The Baron goes down, Gimgoon's gonna kill both. Just 2v5 them. FPX are too strong. J-Team, you tried your hardest, but FPX are not getting knocked out today. Yeah, I think it was pretty quick.
This feels like it was over on the initial tower dive.
Yeah, but it's the fact that they've
replays. LWX still hasn't had the best positioning despite being 6-1 and 7. It really has been on point devours from Crisp to keep him safe.
Doinby's going to clear out this top lane. The rest of his team are in mid, and Fun Plus Phoenix are truly arisen from perhaps the ashes of their first few games performances here. Challenging Splyce for that #1 spot. Doinby's pushing in top still as the minions are on the tower. The Predators not going to be able to find an engage, and J-Team starting to lose their base. Here comes the call of the Forge God from Rest. Last chance saloon, you have to feel. Only hits 1. They've landed onto Chris, but look at how tanky he is. Serena Shuffle comes out. Already Fofo's down, and the dive onto the backline from Gimgoon is massive. LWX is dominating. There's 3. There's 4. Give him 1 more. Gimgoon's on the chase. Hana's trying to run away from this, but he is running away from his base. He is running away from the game, and FPX are looking to close it out.
Yeah, and that is all she wrote right there. FPX have steamrolled this game from minute 1 with those tower dives. They have kicked through the door, and they are taking the Nexus.
In dominant fashion, FPX prove they are here to party. The LPL's #1 seed will be playing in the quarterfinals.
a 21,000 gold lead straight up thrown down.
You got to do it. There's the Rakan for Norskeren. So Kaiser Rakan into Vayne Thresh in the bottom lane here.
By spamming Q, so this is a potentially successful dive if they can land the Cocoon.
Gimgoon trying to dodge around. The Cocoon misses by a mile. Gimgoon doesn't even have to flash away, but now he flashes and the chase is still on. Xerxes going to jump up. Chachi survives and fast.
Invade and get that advantage.
Yeah, Splyce just not able to react to this one quickly at all. Xerxes will now realize that something not very good is going on for Splyce, but Tian secures it. There's the hook coming in, and Xerxes already stunned up and locked down. Norskeren with the blast gun will knock them back, but Humanoid's not in the best of shapes now. LWX going low, dodging around as much as he can. The kill comes out. GPO doing a lot of work here, but Doinby can step back forward, looking for the Cold. The Meek will heal him up a bunch. Humanoid is down, and now Norskeren and Kobe have to run for the hills. No flashes available, no escape really. Norskeren tried to battle dance out, will get the jump away in the end. Ends up being
from the control ward for Gimgoon right there, and he is still he has his flash back, but he's got a lot of lane to go.
Realm Warp is there. The Cocoon's going to connect and stop it though, and now the chase is on Gimgoon. Tried to Realm Warp out, but didn't have the flash. Norskeren in the mid lane, trying to get the knock up here. The hook still lands on Humanoid, and that Syndra will fall once again, gifted over to Doinby.
This Vayne and Kai'Sa matchup before, so you can see their comfort right there, and they're going deep in this game.
Yes, too easy to shut down Humanoid underneath the tower. Doinby
is currently sitting on the Rift Herald, so across map, yes, the teleport came through from Humanoid to dissuade the dive, but Ocean for Herald, this could
stay in the game with this turret being down.
A 2-level down Syndra as well. Tower about to fall. The Cannon Barrage coming out. Splyce trying to defend this one, but Humanoid is already knocked back by the explosive cask, and the tower in mid goes down. Gold given to buy some of his tower for it, but meanwhile FPX are taking the turret in the bottom lane.
It was the fact that damage has already been done. FPX, by forcing Humanoid up and making sure that they can threaten and apply Doinby's
minor nerfs after his meta, but the late game Vayne is still incredibly potent.
Norskeren hooked up here. You can see he uses the charm straight away, trying to get in, but they jump in for the Vayne. Instead, Norskeren's able to get away. LWX taken low. The Cannon Barrage not going to be enough. Here goes Kirby! Tries to jump into the back backline goes Golden straight away. One flash forward for the auto. He should fall here, chased down by FPX, but it's a 1-for-1 trade in the bottom lane. Flash away from Norscaven from the explosive cast. Xerxes stepping forward, looking for a bit more
Chachi's
damage.
flanking.
Chachi has the flank. It's a 4v3 in favor of Splyce. The Snakes are trying to bite back against the Phoenix, but the Phoenix will rise again in this fight. With the TP coming in, Gingu joins the fray, gets the root onto Chachi, and now FunPlus Phoenix looking for the re-engage. Hook lands. Chachi eats the oranges though, and he's caged. Shut down! Scatter the weak hits too! Splyce still fighting for their lives, but they will sacrifice Xerxes, and now the re-engage comes in. FPX trying to get away, dodge away from Chachi, and here comes no more damage from Splyce. Look where we are in terms of items. Chachi finish Trinity Force, finish Luden's on Humanoid, the Manamune into Ginsu's on its
Chachi
way.
is constantly just playing weak side as Xerxes is playing around with this dragon right now. Now he does have the ultimate, it eventually buys
Players as Renekton gets played around for FPX.
With Xerxes and Humanoid both here in the bottom.
But it allows Splyce to get a little bit of mid lane priority, and now Humanoid, he's just going to get jumped on.
Face check straight into Doinby there, and Doinby should just be able to clean this one up. Humanoid does have flash, so does Doinby, and there's the flash forward. Too easy for Doinby. The Cocoon coming out. They're still looking for the fight. The dominance is there, but the quickness comes out. Oh, here comes Kobe jumping from the backline, and Doinby will fall. Got a lot of damage down, but maybe Splyce want to keep fighting it. Infernal Dragon down. Splyce cannot find an avenue. On the cards, we saw Splyce throw at Baron
They're
against
pulling out
FPX.
5.
The first time they played. Teleport coming in. Chachi still has his teleport in the bottom lane at the moment. 7,000 HP left on the Baron. Tian is just backing it up. The explosive cast doesn't connect. The repeller was used by Xerxes. Here comes Tian. Doinby screwdriving his way into the backline. Norscaven lands the quickness. They lose their jungler. Chachi did not burn teleport. Humanoid is on his way back up.
Yeah.
Chachi and Humanoid both have teleports, so it would be a 4v5, and a lot of ultimates down for FPX. If they want to stop this Baron, Splyce have to go now.
3,000 HP left on it. Splyce going to try and bite it, but already the Baron has fallen. You have to feel Tian gets it. Chachi now on the front line. Crispal has fallen. Splyce, you got to take the fight. You got to make your moment happen. Humanoid jumps in. Tian goes golden. Gimgoon has the flank position. Tian will pay for the Baron with his life. Very strong as well. They can just split the map and pull Splyce to try and answer.
I don't think Chachi's getting out of this one.
We will see. He hasn't got the flash. The cannon barrage is coming down, but I believe you might be right there, chat. Chachi falls in a side lane, but Splyce maybe looking for the fight here as Kobe jumps in. Crisp goes golden. Norscaven going in with the quickness with the charm, and Crisp has fallen. The shutdown goes to Xerxes. They're trying to get Tian on the back alive, but already Doinby's taken 2, and meanwhile in the top lane, Gimgo is just pushing in to the inhibitors. Doinby gets another. Kobe can't take him out. LWX will fall in the end, but 3 kills go to Doinby in a 4v5, and FPX are looking at the Nexus.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a big play by...
Was able to dodge a few ganks in that game. This game, he has been on the receiving end of a lot of hurt. Hook not going to connect there by Chris, but this mid lane tower is going to fall.
Way less
Yeah.
than you would expect.
Yeah.
We've seen late game Renektons 1v3, 1v4. If there's any type of fall off,
Have a hook in just a second's time, but not going to use it. Doinby still pushing in the bottom lane by himself. This will be another tower over to
without having to worry as much about the Baron.
Of course, both these teams already. Oh, no, Scaren's going to go in. The Cocoon's landed onto Tian. There's the charm as well. He's dead. Tian, the jungler, down. And now Splyce have an opportunity, but Chachi has been caught out by Gimgoon. Gimgoon still has his flash. How's the realm up? Looking for the chase. Teleport coming in. And they're going to try and join the fight. Here's the TP. I believe it's Humanoid joining his teammate. The cannon barrage comes down, and Gimgoon flashes away. The unleashed power is going to chase him. He goes golden, but he's not going to live for too much longer.
They exhausted the priority. FPX now have control over mid lane. It gives them the Elder, which now they can use that to force control.
So they have 4 that they can put down that would slowly need to be cleared away.
So Chachi's trying to come across to join the team. Doinby stepping forward, lands the stun on Norscaven, who tries to jump away. There's the charm as well. But already Xerxes dead. That's 2. They get Chris, but the chase is on. LWX jumping onto Humanoid, who goes golden. Kobe pops his stopwatch as well. But you have to feel this is it. Fly, Phoenix, fly. They clean up the fight in the jungle. Splyce get wiped away, and there's nothing Chachi can do. He flashes away, but FunPlus Phoenix will look towards winning this game.
Doinby finally got his flash off in a team fight, and he destroyed Splyce. They now have a minion wave and 3 strong while preventing the Gangplank from recalling. This should be it.
This is not the LGD story. This is not the Invictus Gaming story. This is Super Carry Doinby taking first in groups.
FunPlus Phoenix rise from the ashes and lock their spot as first in Group B.
2019 is over for those 2 squads. Maybe predicted for some, maybe not for others. We can see there are still teams to await them, of course, as we can look at the rest of the groups here.
Yeah, I'm most excited, looking towards tomorrow about this kind of battle for Group A, right? We have G2, clearly the heavy favorites to get out in first, but Griffin and Cloud9 were relatively close. Even HKA did have some close games in that group, so I think a lot to be decided, especially when you look at how Splyce's group ended up versus how it started. Still anyone's game.
Yeah, absolutely. If you had told me at the start of the day that the 1 and 2 then Splyce would end the day 4 and 3 and coming out in the second